Greetings friends, it is I, Riku-Khan, and today we are doing the finale of the Nintendo collection, where we're going to be doing the Wii and the Wii U. I'm going to stop horsing around and actually just get to it, just so we don't have another hour length video. So, first one, Big Brain Academy Wii Degree. No idea how I got it, haven't played it much, haven't played it in years. Pretty good game, pick it up when you can. Alright. Oh boy. This is the one you've all been waiting for, but I'm just going to cut it short. Epic Mickey for the Wii. AKA one of the few games to actually get the full motion controls correct. I'm just going to say this briefly. Imagine an unknown history documentation of Walt Disney's collection in a video game. That's all you need to know. Then, we're going to cut straight to its sequel, Power of Two. A not too bad of a game, but it didn't do anything amazing to, unfortunately, do well. Got ported to all the consoles. I think this is the better version because of the control scheme not being changed slightly, but that's just me. I'm going to do more in depth about within my review after I do a Let's Play on it. And now, here's a game I'm sure none of you have ever remembered. Excitebots Trick Racing. Yeah. It's a game where you control these cars, but then they transform into robots. I don't remember much about this other than the controls felt awkward, but maybe it's aged better than I thought. I don't know. I'm gonna give this game definitely a second chance one day. Maybe do a Let's Play on it. I don't know. Alright, next we have the only Wii game Kirby has ever gotten. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Yeah. It's Kirby in a 2.5 dimension. This is where Kirby started getting his own platforming adventures again, and not so many spin-offs. Thank God that period is over. Not that the spin-offs are bad, but anyway. So, next game, Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, it's Mario Kart for the Wii. Back then, when I thought the game was just purely unbalanced if you were in the first place. Hey, you want to defend yourself? Well, too bad. You're not going to get any shells or any way to defend yourself from blue shells. Thank you, Mario Kart 8. And hey, remember that baseball game I told you about yesterday that actually got a sequel? Here it is. Mario Super Sluggers. Except for the control scheme, it pretty much plays the same thing, except it's got more content to it, and the single player campaign, in my opinion, is much better. So there you go. Alright. I'm going to be editing in me moving my collections over because that's just going to make this video go by much faster. And behold, the whole game that started me loving the Monster Hunter franchise to an extent. Monster Hunter Tri for the Wii. I actually got the box collection from Walmart, where you were basically paying the price of a Wii game, but then you were given a bonus controller. Well, that's all you got with it, but it wasn't a bad deal at the time. The box was beat up though, but eh. I kind of stopped playing it though until I eventually got the remake on the Wii. And hey, if you're sick and tired of Mario, here's Super Mario Bros. Wii. Yeah, it introduced co-op, and some argue that the co-op was completely unnecessary and made the game much more difficult. Kind of agree unless you have good cooperative friends. And yeah, it's Wii. It's got a red box in it. Alright, next one. Here's a game that I need to go and actually beat. Okami. Yes. The original PS2 game that got ported to the Wii, and then the PS3, and not the Wii U. The Wii U version can actually do really good with it because, you know, you're actually using pen controls, which is great from Okami then. But, yeah. Oh, and you got the instruction manual. It's Okami. I need to beat it because it's Zelda-like, except Japanese mythology. And puppies. Alright, next. Rayman Raving Rabbids. I was a young kid back then. I thought these guys were funny. And I got this and the sequel the same year. And this game definitely has first game-itis. You play as Rayman only, and you just play mini-games through an adventure. The stories are never relevant, but this game isn't as good as the next one. Which, speaking of, Raving Rabbids 2. This is arguably the best game of the entire series. Because it's multiple themed. It's got a cool first-person shooter segment for single player. You customize the rabbits this time. And I have memories playing with this with my family back then, before everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Yeah, this is definitely the better game of the whole series. And then comes Raving Rabbids TV Party. It's... I don't know, I just didn't feel the polish with this one, considering what Raving Rabbids 2 had. I just didn't feel it was that good of a game. Not terrible, but not that good either. And then, just when you couldn't get enough rabbits, trust me, this is the last one, because then that kind of just stopped. Raving Rabbids Go Home. Or just Rabbids Go Home. Or this time was a full-fledged 3D platform in a way Raving Rabbids game, where you control a cart and you gotta get... Actually, I redeemed this code, so this doesn't really matter. I'm gonna block it off anyway. And, yeah. It was fun. Kinda got repetitive to a point, but I haven't beaten it yet, and I should. If there even is an ending. Now, I say that was enough Rabbids, but I didn't say that was enough Rayman. Because Rayman did get a reboot, Rayman Origins. This is the game I'm going to most likely Let's Play. I own the PC version as well because that was part of a Humble Bundle. Wait, did I get that? No, I got it for free because of the Ubisoft thing. Yeah, that's it. And yeah. It's Rayman on a 2D platformer and his cartoon style. Pretty good game. Who all remembers Sonic during his age of returning? Well, here's Sonic Colors. I remember getting this for my birthday one year. And yeah, it's Sonic Colors. I can't give it any more praise than it deserves, honestly. Sonic Forces, please don't screw up. Make the character creation good, too. But now we have to go back in time, because this was the thing. Back control scheme the game. Let's just take Sonic and make him be on rails and control like shit. You got this game. Yeah. Great soundtrack though. Sad days when Sonic was just known to have good soundtracks with terrible games. And then here's a game that's half good, half bad to many, but I think it's full enjoyment. Sonic Unleashed. I don't have the 360 version, I do own the Wii version, and they both got their pros and cons. You know? And, yeah, it's Sonic Unleashed. Some of it liked it only for the speed stages, some just don't like it at all. I thought it was pretty good. So, how many of you all remember this game, Soul Calibur Legends? Yeah. I don't remember playing it much. It was weird because they took Soul Calibur and made it a not fighting game. Try to give it a story. I don't remember much of it. I just remember my brother giving it to me while we were at a GameStop. And then I played and then I just kind of stopped. Not that the game was bad, I just wanted to do other things at the time. I don't know. I might revisit this one day. And now, someone's about to cream their pants Super Mario Galaxy. Oh yeah, now we're getting to the good stuff. The Mario game that, while linear as all hell compared to 64 and Sunshine, it was amazing. The soundtrack is great, the game's just great in general, and I can't give it any more praise than it deserves. And then, it got a sequel, Galaxy 2. Yeah, imagine that, and they actually did really good with it. And then they even added the Yoshi. Yeah. And it had co-op, but I didn't care. And yeah, it's Galaxy 1 and 2. What more can I say about it? Because it's a great series. And people at Nintendo were considering making a Galaxy 3, but we're getting Odyssey instead. I think Odyssey's going to be a great game. Hopefully. This is attacking my back. Just gotta be a little careful. I've been, I guess. Alright. And now, more Mario games. We have Super Paper Mario. Yeah, it's almost like I foreshadowed this the other day. Yeah, it's a Paper Mario game that's a 2D action RPG-ish. And there is a deep story into this once you get into it. You need to give this game a chance because it's got a really great deep story. Not to mention the true final battle is just amazing. Let's Play material. In fact, most of my games are Let's Play material. And now, behold, the one that people say is the slowest, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I'm gonna correct myself with what I said in a previous video when I had Smash Bros. 3DS. We have Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's just downstairs. Anyway, it's Brawl. It introduced third-party characters for the first time. And people were like, holy crap, third-party characters, this is amazing. Sure, they only had Solid Snake and Sonic. And Snake is probably never come at all unless it comes as DLC. Or on the Switch version. And now here's an obscure one for all you fighting nerds out there. Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I got this and Epic Mickey 2 together. And yeah, it's a fighting game with Tatsunoko characters. I just remember reading IGN's review and they knocked down a point just because half the roster was unfamiliar because it was Japan exclusive. Wonder if that site's ever gotten better. Probably not. And now, here's a first-person shooter I'm sure everyone's forgotten about. A Conduit. Yeah, this was Sega and Nintendo's attempt at a Halo game with good motion controls. Because it was a first-person shooter. I need to get back into playing this. I might just do a Let's Play of it instead. Make it blind. And yeah, we have the sequel. I need to get the box art for it just so it's official. And now we have an RPG not many people liked for some reason. Well, I don't know. But we have, hang on, I need this more dramatic. The Last Story. Action RPG with great mechanics. And yeah, in case you couldn't tell, this is the collector's edition, which has a really good art book. And does it come with the soundtrack? I don't think it comes with the soundtrack, but it's got a really great art book. It's really nice. I'm just gonna do a playthrough of it, and yeah, it had great graphics for Wii standards, even if the frame rate struggled half the time. And well, y'all are gonna raise an eyebrow on this because you're wondering where this review is. Twilight Princess. I got the Wii version, ironically, on my brother's birthday. And yeah, being the HD version made me appreciate the Zelda games a lot more. Probably my favorite franchise. But the bosses are just so easy. But hey, I will get to a review eventually, but not now. Alright. Holy crap, we've actually gotten by a lot quicker. I started this at like 8 o'clock, I think, and it's now 8:17. And now, on to the next Zelda game for the Wii. Yeah, the console got 2 Zelda games. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And this is also the collector's edition, where it's got the soundtrack and the golden Wiimote. The Wiimote's over there, and I don't feel like getting it. And at first I thought the soundtrack was missing, and I was going to be scolded as being the most horrible person ever for losing it. It's right here. They thought I had that. And that's it for Skyward Sword. Over hey if you want, I don't really care. And now here's Wii Play, a game that most people really don't like. I thought it was a neat distraction for a bit. It's not as good. It's not as good as Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resorts. But it did come with the Wiimote, so there's that. Speaking of Wii Sports, here it is. Yeah, it's in this. I got this case to hold some Wii games in case I ever go traveling, can hold boxes. But here it is, and it's all in all of its not boxed glory. It came packaged with my Wii, so it was a free tie-in game. And then they say, hey, let's give that game an actual full-fledged sequel, Wii Sports Resorts. I would have loved to go to this island because it's just great fun. I also just love the fact that you can just explore it freely. I kind of wish they would have let you walk around it on foot. You know, make it open world and whatnot, but I can understand due to Wii's limitations back then. And now we're down to the last Wii game. Well, sort of. I have like a part 2 coming up. And we have Super Mario All-Stars 25th Anniversary Edition. Where it's All-Stars, which includes Super Mario Bros. 1, 2 USA, and 3 for the Super Nintendo, the soundtracks, and the booklet. Actually, I remember my mom being told that they're going to be limited quantity with this, and I saw like 5 of them at Walmart to this day. But yeah, it's the Super Mario All-Stars, and they're really good games. If I'm ever going to do a Let's Play on this whole series, I'm definitely going to be doing this version, especially 2, because I'm not insane like some call me Johnny, who did the NES version without the save state feature. That guy's a trooper though, a real trooper. Alright, and here we are in the grand finale, with this time with more Wii U games than Wii games. I think there's like maybe 1 or 2 Wii games in here, but we'll just see. Alright, so first off, Zombie U, the launch title for the Wii U. And yeah, surprisingly this is a remake. Yeah, apparently this came out on a PC Engine a long time ago. Then they remade it for the Wii U at first, but now it's on PC because the Wii U was bad in sales. First-person survival horror game with awkward melee controls. But, you know, everything was real time, so Wii U had great potential, but it just didn't do well, man. I know you guys are sick of rabbits, and this is what made me put down the series for good, until the recent crossover game with Mario, Rabbids Land. These controls were awful. I didn't play it for long. My brother got for me for Christmas when I got the Wii U. And how many of you are sick and tired of Mario yet? Well, New Super Mario Bros. U. I also got this with my Wii U the same Christmas. I think this is arguably considered the best of the whole series, next with New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. It's a great game. Not horrible. Alright, we're gonna tackle the last Mario game now just to get it over with. Super Mario Maker. With amiibo support and everything. I haven't played this game in a while, and I don't think anyone else is really either, because yeah, it was great for a while, making your own stages and then uploading them, but time's moved on, unfortunately. Huh, I didn't realize the control schemes that you could use for it. Of course, now there's the 3DS, but they kinda didn't do good with the uploading for that one. So that's why I get the Wii U version. Much better, even if you can't take it with you anywhere. Now, we're gonna get one of the first two games that was bundled with my Wii U, because this was with Toys R Us. Scribblenauts Unlimited. Yeah, this is one of two Scribblenaut games I actually own. It's not a bad game. It's a sandbox game where you can solve puzzles in almost any way you can with your imagination. You just type it in the gamepad, searches it up, and you just use the tools for it. I think it was a great game for the Wii U and PC. I don't think the PS4 or actually no, they didn't give these. Those weren't even out at the time. And this was also bundled with the Wii U with Toys R Us, and that game, Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, where they added additional content in there, as well as some other things for the Wii U. It's Arkham City. Everyone loves it. I'm probably going to do a Let's Play on this version, even though maybe people could say that the PC version is better. I don't know. And now we're going to get to arguably the best LEGO game of all time, LEGO City Undercover. Imagine a full open world game made entirely out of Legos, like Grand Theft Auto, and this is it. People are literally saying that this is Grand Theft Auto, the game, with Legos, and it's amazing. The prequel on the 3DS, not so much, and hey, now it's on your PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch even, so if you haven't gotten it before, this is your chance to play, because it's a really good classic. Alright, let's continue now. Well, remember how I told you yesterday I owned both the 3DS and Wii U versions of Smash 4? Here it is. Smash 4. Arguably the better version of the 3DS because the controller is much better. And, you know, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Sonic, Bayonetta, Cloud, Strife of all people. I really hope with Cloud they're saying they're going to get Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Switch. That would be amazing. I'm not going to cross my fingers with that one though, because I would rather get Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, now we're going to one of the last two Wii games, Xenoblade Chronicles. Yep. I got the GameStop version that was pretty expensive back then, but I got it. And oddly enough, I think this is the better version because, you know, it's the only way you can get this physically except for Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS. The load times weren't even that bad to begin with, so I don't even know why. You know, one of the things they said was better load times when it wasn't that bad to begin with. I need to play it and beat it because it's a big game. And hey, remember Rayman Origins? Well, here's Rayman Legends. People say that this is arguably the better version because the Murphy controls were actually intended for the Wii U. In fact, this was originally scheduled for the Wii U. Then, you know, the whole Wii U thing happened, and now it's on everything else. And now it's getting a Switch version. So, I don't know. And behold, Pikmin 3. I haven't beaten this yet. I need to. And then I need to somehow acquire 1 and 2 for the Wii U. Because this is a great series. And, yeah. I don't know how I feel about the current 3DS one that's coming soon, where it's a 2.5 dimensional game, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I don't even get what the amiibo is supposed to be for that one either. Alright, and now we're gonna go to a game that everyone else knew I had, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. It's a board game that requires the amiibos, hence why they even gave you 2 to begin with. And yeah, you need friends to play, and I don't have any. I actually have all the Animal Crossing amiibos except for a secondary Isabelle, but I might get that later because it's another Isabelle. I don't need 2 Isabelles. Ooh, here's a game that was recently getting a new game for the Switch. Well, let me try to do this in proper order. No More Heroes and No More Heroes 2. Probably wondering what the hell happened to that box art. This didn't have a box art, and my printer was running out of ink when I printed it out. I'm probably going to reprint it and get it much better. And yeah, it's a good game, and it's very action heavy, pretty violent too. Frame rate's a bitch though. But surprisingly, they only remade this one for the PS3. And then they kind of just went silent. Then they said, "Hey, we're getting a new one for the Switch." Okay. And here's a Wii game I actually got this year, Mario Sports Mix. And I don't think it says it anywhere on here, but Square Enix made this. They made this and Mario Hoops 3-on-3, and those are some really good sports games. And then after that, they just stopped trying with them altogether. They don't even have Square Enix making them, so that might be the main issue. And these games got really great soundtracks. Try to get this and Hoops 3-on-3 whenever you can. Yeah, I know, it may look like sports games, but they're actually really good. And now here's the indie title that's on literally everything, and I wouldn't even be surprised if it was on smartphones at this point. Shovel Knight. I don't have the box art for it. It was just recently ported to the Switch, and it had temporary DLC exclusive to it. And it's Shovel Knight. I don't know what more I can say for it. I'm gonna try to snag its amiibo one of these days, just to say I have it for my collection. But now here's Pokekin, the only time Pokemon's ever gonna be in a fighting game. I actually think this is more appropriate than the actual main Pokemon games, because the show has always made Pokemon fights be more action and whatnot, and yet they're all turn-based RPGs. I don't know. I would love to see a Pokemon action RPG that's actually part of the main storyline. You know? But that's just me personally. And yeah, it's Pokekin. I wonder if this is going to get any of the DLC that the Japanese arcade got. It'd be nice because of some of the characters they revealed for there. And hey, anyone like Toad? No? Well, here's a game starring him that's actually really good. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I have to keep looking at the title because it's really hard to remember the name of it. And yeah, this is the only time Toad ever gets a game, because this was actually based off of a minigame in Super Mario 3D World. And they took that concept and then made it to a full-fledged game, and it works. Don't know why they made it episodic though in the game, because the whole thing's there, but whatever. You also appreciate when games just, you know, are fun and they don't even take itself seriously, or even like in ARM's case where they even poke fun at themselves for their logic. But anyway, here comes the next Mario game. Sorry people. Super Mario 3D World. Yep. It's like 3D Land, but 20 times better, and with more life put into it. And Peach is in a cat costume. And the furries are gonna have a grand time with that. That has to rain tonight. Don't know why I said that. And yeah, it's like 3D Land, except you have 4-player cooperation. I play as no one but Luigi because I wanted to give the guy most of the screen time. Except for the times when I had to play as the others to get their stamps. And go. But that's besides the point. And then comes the time when Sonic started going downhill again. Sonic Lost World. It's not a bad game, but 100%ing it, no. Don't go for 100% because you don't even get anything for it. Oh, but you get access to Super Sonic. Well, Super Sonic doesn't even unlock a true final boss, okay? Until Sonic Mania, those days were gone. And now, we have one more. Remember Xenoblade Chronicles? When people were scratching their heads, when Xenoblade Chronicles X was made. The game that tries to be an MMO and succeeds. And it's Xenoblade, in a massive open world and sci-fi adventures in the future. Yeah, it's Xenoblade Chronicles X. This was actually confirmed to get a sequel recently, as well as Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So, I guess they're on their continuity things. I don't know why they knew Monado is a woman in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I'm gonna let the game tell me more about that itself. And behold, the only Donkey Kong game I will ever own that's actually a platformer, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I don't put this out memorized. I just liked this one the best because it had the best looking graphics of all time. Yeah, that was my graphics for talking there. And it was much more, it's pretty challenging to get all the Kong letters and everything. Not to mention you actually get more than just Diddy Kong's your partner. And I love the soundtrack, and it got rid of the issue that Donkey Kong Country Returns had, where you had to shake everything just to get the controls. Although you could put them back in the Wiimote, don't know why you would. Let me guess if you're desperate enough. Here's something that I'm sure people are going to love the fact to later. Bayonetta. Now, you might be thinking this is just Bayonetta 2, but if you look really closely, it's actually got bundled Bayonetta 1 in there too. See? Kind of wish it was given... I kind of wish it was packaged so where there was 2 boxes, one for Bayonetta, one for Bayonetta 2. But whatever. And hey, because this is the Wii U version, it got more content to it, such as outfits like Link, Peach, and Samus. Pretty cool. I need to beat it because it's a Platinum's game and they deserve all the credit they deserve. And hey, for those who got on PC, how is it? Is it good? I hope so. And now we have the Dynasty Warriors crossover with Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors. A game that most people, not 100% for the life of them, but they did eventually. And it's got a crap ton of DLC for it. Unless you got the 3DS version, which got all the DLC and bonus content with it. Thank you, Koei Tecmo. And yeah, it's Dynasty Warriors but with Zelda, so it's a bit more fitting. I'm going to most likely get Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 for the Switch. And people are going to be saying, well, why get the Switch version when 2's frame rate is so horrible? Well, if they can fix Breath of the Wild frame rate issues with the certain forest area where the Master Sword is, sorry people who wanted to avoid spoilers, I'm pretty sure they can fix frame rates with that game too. Call it a hunch. Well, we're getting close to the ending here, but don't worry, we still got another part to go. Technically 2 if I wanted to do PC. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. It's Twilight Princess, but in HD. And you got an amiibo of Minda and Wolflink together. That unlocked 1 extra bonus content and unlocked a partner for Breath of the Wild, who doesn't really work that well with mountains, sad to say. And yeah, this is the version I'm going to review as well, like Johnny did. But I'm going to try to avoid what he said, because I don't want to be looked at as a copycat. That's kind of why I delayed doing a review on it. And, I don't know, you guys are tired of Mario, but I got 2 more of them. But it's the last one. Or the last 2 games. Mario Kart 8. How's the Switch version? Heard it's really good. And here's the Wii U version. Yeah, it's Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. It doesn't have that much content to it compared to the Switch version, but yeah, it doesn't have battle mode either. Oh well. I'm not gonna get the Switch version because, you know, they're gonna make you pay for online eventually. I don't even know how the online is. But hey, if you were to ask me which version to get, if you own the Switch, get the Switch version. Otherwise, just wait until you can get the Switch version, because this is the outdated version. Although they might have updated it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look and see. It'd be nice if they did update it so they didn't screw over the Wii U owners, but I'm gonna have to wait and see. And this is a weird way to end this, because I was talking about this yesterday with Sticker Star. Paper Mario Color Splash. Remember how I said that Sticker Star had first game-itis? But this has sequel-itis, where they took all the concepts and actually improved upon it. Instead of stickers, you can hold as many cards as you need. Well, 99 of them to be exact. And your traveling partner was much better, even though I think Cresty isn't that bad. And this game got some surprisingly dark elements to it. I mean, for God's sakes, there is a horror theme attached to it with Shy Guys. And just the fact that a Shy Guy is draining color is like they're basically draining your soul. I'm sure that's not what they intended, but that's pretty much what it looks like. And you combine it with that horror theme, Jesus Christ, that is a dark theme for Paper Mario. And this is honestly the best looking Paper Mario game too. Like, just look up the screenshots of it online wherever you can, because it is a great game. Definitely pick it up if you own a Wii U, or just watch it. It's a fun time to be had by everybody. Like, you're definitely going to enjoy it. I'm going to do a Let's Play on one of these days when I get an Elgato. I don't know how I'm going to do Sticker Star though, because I don't know. I'm gonna check to see if this thing is even recording. It is. Oh God, please tell me I'm gonna edit this out. Probably not.